And we're still a work in progress to do that. It's going to take some time, and we're still learning how to get there consistently.
What did it mean to give your point guard 7 minutes of rest at the end?
I didn't really want to. Then they made a little run back at us. I'm like, where is he? No, I mean, he played a good game. It was good to get everybody in a little bit and make sure that we. This is a tough part about this level is that net ranking thing. You got to beat teams by a lot. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You should just win, and so then you could play different guys. But it was good to get him out and give him a little break because we got another tough one on Thursday.
I haven't heard too many coaches admit that, but is that something that you're conscious of most games?
You don't really think about it, but you don't sub as much as you normally would. Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do a little bit. I've never had to do that in my career because at Drake we weren't going to make it on an at-large anyway, and so. But yeah, I mean at this level that's part of it. That's why those guys schedule the way they do.
What was SEMO doing offensively in the second half to kind of get you guys a little sporadic?
I just didn't think we played very good defensively, to be honest. I don't think it was anything that they necessarily did. They ran some good actions out of timeouts where they got us. That was good. They dragged us on some ball screens. That was a good adjustment by them. I thought it was a little bit self-inflicted as well, but they did punish a few things that we do defensively.
Some struggles from the line and throughout the game. What do you attribute that to?
Just not making it. Yeah, I mean, you just got to make them. I mean, it's like one of those things. It's the funniest thing. It's like people will be like, "You got to make your free throws." Oh, really? Yeah, they tried to miss them. No, so it's. I mean, we still shot 74%, but you kind of expect them to make it because we got such good shooters, and so that's part of it. But just need to practice more.
I want to piggyback off that. Just you mentioned the lack of energy in the beginning of this question stuff, and you got 25 fouls and you shot 39 free throws. Just your aggressiveness. Just you don't think that the energy and aggressiveness was good. Can you go more into that, please?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of attacking the paint, which was aggressive. I think our offense naturally does that, which is really good. We don't sit out there and settle, which a lot of teams do. I thought that just like supplying the juice, the energy, which wasn't quite what I would like. We're still learning how to be like at our best every single game. And, I think you have an opportunity in a 30-point win to teach that, which is a big deal. You got to teach through these things. You can't just assume, okay, it was good. And, these guys probably should have beaten Mizzou, to be perfectly honest. They were up late. We beat them handily. You can't really think like that. You kind of have to think of what we did from an effort standpoint.
Ben, I don't know what stats you care about and what you don't, but you started today 5th in the country in field goal percentage, and you shot better than your average tonight. Is that an expectation?
No, not really. Just try to get free throws, layups, and threes. No, we don't. I don't. I mean, our teams in the past have always been super efficient, towards the top in the country in efficiency. So efficiency is a big deal to us. Points per possession would be more important to me than anything. Not any stat, but any offensive stat is points per possession. Because that means the ball's going through the basket more. And when the ball goes through the basket more, you can set your defense more often. They can't score in transition. If they can't score in transition or get shots in transition, then you're not in rotation. When you're not in rotation, you can box out, get the defensive rebound, then you can score a little bit easier. So ultimately, points per possession from an offensive perspective matters just about as much as any stat there is.
Was this Alvaro's best game for you, and do you think he's kind of a difficult matchup coming off the bench, the way you use him?
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought his energy was great. I was really happy with his energy. I do think sometimes it's good to bring him off the bench on occasion, just because then he doesn't get into foul trouble early. Thought he passed well. I thought he supplied some energy. I think he just needs to keep doing what he's doing and just keep fighting and keep competing. And we've made him earn it. We made him earn it. And a guy of his stature, he coming off the bench and he's not sitting there pouting about it. He's trying to keep going, which says something about him.
Brendan, it seems like a guy with kind of unlimited range. are you seeing more of what you want from him defensively through these last few games?
Yeah, I thought he was good defensively tonight. I'd have to go back and watch the film. I thought he does a good job of supplying energy. He's one of our better leaders, which is a big deal. He leads the way in a lot of ways. He's a great leader in practice. He's always ready to go. I thought defensively he was pretty good.
Brendan said something interesting in the post game just about how much fun he's having with this team, the most fun he's had. How important is that for you guys to bring those guys in and for them to enjoy playing with your team?
I think it probably says something about the kids that we recruit. I think that we recruit great kids, and from an outside perspective, it's exciting. Like people can see that to a certain level, but inside, internally, it's even better. It's even better than you think. Guys enjoy seeing each other every day. Guys enjoy enjoying each other's success. And that's coming from a guy that played a lot of minutes. Kansas State averaged 10 a game and played a lot at Villanova, and he's not probably playing as much as he did last year. And he still has that same kind of attitude, which he reflects exactly the kind of kids that we have. But that's what we recruited to, was exactly that.
Where do you want to see Brendan continue to improve?
Just keep doing what he's doing. I think when he's in, sometimes they stay home on him, which is good because then it allows us to play and get layups. Because they don't stay, they won't help, and so that's good. But yeah, just continue to be good defensively, and we're finding ways for him to guard defensively.
I know after the first game, you mentioned that you were going to toy a bit with that starting lineup, especially early on. Is that something you're still thinking? We're only 4 games in,
Yeah.
but is that something you're still thinking?
Yeah, we will. I think it'll change eventually. Not right now, but it'll change. I don't know if it'll change for Thursday or not. We'll see once I watch their film.
Are your teams, how deep do you usually go? I know you've said sometimes you just play as many guys as you feel like you can play, but do you go 10 deep, historically in the past, or?
Historically, if you look consistently throughout the years, 6 or 7.
So this
Did
is.
I just say that? Gosh, I hate that thing. Yeah, we don't, we had a team one year that played 10, probably should have won a national championship that year. It was, had a big guy tear his Achilles 2 minutes into the regional championship. Best big guy win in overtime, lost by 2. That team won the national championship. Kim Anderson was the coach, went to Mizzou. That team played 10, something like that. And then after that, we've had teams that have played 6 to 7 guys, 7 probably. It just kind of depends on the year, though. I don't have a specific rotation necessarily, just because, I don't know, whoever's good plays. That's kind of my theory.
I guess what type of challenge is this for you then to try to put the puzzle pieces, figure out who's getting what minutes, what lineups?
Oh, it's a challenge, yeah. That's why we got to have consistency and guys ready to go, so that we know that. And then we got in foul trouble tonight, and so we're rested. That'll be good. Bennett rested a lot, so he'll be well rested. And guys are playing 20 minutes. You can play 20 minutes and then turn around and play another 20-minute game coming up.
You mentioned some of your past teams being near the top in the country in efficiency. Just why do you think that happens? How does that come about?
We take good shots. Shot selection dictates a lot of that. And we define roles really well, which I think helps. Some of the past teams shot a lot of threes. We had one team, I think I've said this before, we should have one team shoot 46% from 3 and make 11 threes a game. That's naturally going to jump your efficiency up there pretty high. So we had really good shooting teams. We took really good shots and made our free throws. So it was good.
How important is it, do you think, to collapse the defense, get the ball inside? Do you stress that at all? And if you do or don't, why?
Oh yeah, we got to attack the paint. You got to attack the paint. That's the number one thing. Your free throws are your highest percentage. Not percentage, it's your highest points per possession. Your second highest is probably layups. Your third's probably threes. I think what people do a lot of times is they shoot threes because, I can make 2 threes to, what is it? It's I can go 50% to 33%, so 50% from 2, 33% to 3. And so people just shoot threes, and it never made sense. The reason you shoot threes is because it opens up the floor. So try to get free throws and layups. Best way to do that is spread the floor. How do I spread the floor? With 3-point shots. And so then you naturally increase your points per possession.
It sounds like, just one last question. It sounds like you're a big analytics guy. Are you big into analytics?
Not really at all, to be honest with you. Our teams are analytically off the charts. I don't work that direction though. I just have always thought, why don't I want to try to get layups? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why not? But some people shoot threes to shoot threes. It's like, I'm going to shoot 40 threes a game. And that never made sense because you're not open and they're not giving you threes. Why am I going to shoot threes? So I might as well take twos. Or some games we're going to take a bunch of threes and we'll play different lineups and try to do that as well. It just depends on the game.
All right, thanks.